Alright, hey guys. So, today I wanted to kind of come on here and talk about vibrational energy and how that relates to tarot, because tarot is an important tool that we all, or a lot of spiritual people, will gravitate towards and will read for either themselves or others. And usually, we don't know how it works. We don't know the exact mechanism behind how it works. So, I feel like a lot of people have talked about this topic, and I wanted to kind of talk about my opinion of how it works. So, tarot, right? 78, 79 cards, depending on the deck you have. It can be 4 suites, 5 suites, whatever you want, or suits, sorry, whatever you want to call it. We have a various amount, right? So, what makes tarot so accurate, right? Because you see, most people can shuffle cards and ask a question and get a response that is actually kind of tailored to something that they were asking and stuff, right? Well, let's put it this way: if you have a deck of 78 cards, 79 cards, right? You shuffle them, you shuffle them, and you shuffle them, you shuffle them, you shuffle them, right? And you're asking a question. And, let's say you need 4 cards for the answer, or you want 4 cards, and 4 cards pop out, right? 4 cards pop out, or you pull 4 cards, 1 or 2. And these 4 cards come out, and you're like, holy crap, why did this happen? Like, why are all these cards accurate? Why is this telling a story that represents my life right now? And especially for the case that is a deck of 78, 79 cards, like, you pick 4, or 4 fell out, like, and they ended up being the perfect representation of your life in the moment, like, crazy, right? Well, not so much. Tarot goes off the energy, okay? And energy comes in a wave. Energy is a wave, in a sense. It's also a particle, though, because if you've heard of quantum physics, there is the theory of the dual wave particle. So, basically, the theory that energy can be in a ball form, a spherical form, and it can be a photon form, and it can be in this wave form at the same time. Crazy, right? Well, let's get into how that matters, okay? So, let's take an example of the law of attraction, right? We've all heard of the law of attraction, a good old friend, the one that causes pain and torture and suffering to a bunch of different people because they're stuck in that situation where they're not able to get out of it, right? Well, let's say we apply we apply the law of attraction to our tarot deck, right? Why does, law of attraction, please kindly explain to us, why does this deck give me the cards that represent my life in the situation I am currently in, right? Well, the biggest reason why is because, you're at this, it's a two-way particle, it is what it is. It's a wave and a particle at the same time, and it can go between those two states. And if you have, let's say, if your energy is along this wave, right, if you have this and this as the wave as the markers for, like, the amplitude of the wave, and it starts right here, and you go up, and this is your high, this is where your low is, right? And this is where your middle is, high, low. It can go crazy, and it can go really fast and really slow, and it can go like that, or it can go like that. And let's say that along that line, between my 2 fingers, a new energy was implemented. It was kind of added in. A new frequency was added in, right? How do you make sure that frequency matches up, and how do you make sure that ends up being accurate? Well, we can do that with music, right? We can make a song, and we know when a note sounds off. We know various things in the universe that sound off but are not off, and we explain those ones perfectly fine. But we have a hard time explaining how, like, a simple thing like cards can give us answers, right? Well, not only is energy in us, it's also in these. It's in the table. It's in the chair. It's in my phone. It's in my pimple. It's kind of coming off in the light. You know, all these various parts are energy. The world is made of energy. Our universe is made of energy, right? When you think of energy, you think of movement. You think of kinetic energy, right? But this is energy because even though it's a solid object, it's still energy because the atoms and the molecules that build up this paper, this deck, is energy. You know, the different colors and different things have different energies for the colors to be given off the way that they are when light hits it in a certain way. And you know, I guess one thing is that they're all energy. It's all energy. You know, we're all energy. Everything's energy, and that's how law of attraction works with the cards. Is that when you have that dual nature, if you have a little bit of energy kind of enter, if you have that spectrum where you're kind of going up and down between, and a card were to land like right here, and that's kind of like, and that can kind of be like where you maybe are on that spectrum in a sense. You're kind of predicting with a higher quantification about where you are on that spectrum. You know, where are you when you're on this wave? Are you closer to the top or closer to the bottom? Are you happier or sadder? Are you more confused or more lost or more just excited and thrilled? And when this energy enters your spectrum has to kind of figure out, okay, well, why is this entering right here? And usually your energy, the reason why it enters right where it is because your energy is matching exactly where it is matching to go to. You know, it's being pulled to the exact location of where it wants to go to. So if I pulled the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands, weird but funny, I would, depending on the situation, it would go down here or up here or in the middle, or it would go somewhere. And usually that the descriptions are like when the answer that pertains to these cards is read and told and whatever, it ends up matching where the energy lies on the spectrum. And it's a good way to kind of make sure you're where you are and to make sure you're where you want to be. And then once you know where you are, if you want to stay there, keep the energy going. But if you are too much down here, right, if you're like very down here, you want to be up here, you still have the power to shift that energy. You know, it is a wave. It's a dual particle wave. It's not just a single thing. It's not going to stay there forever. It goes along a wave. You know, energy is a wave, but it's also a particle. And it may be there in that particle when you're observing it, when you're taking it apart, when you're looking at it from the outside, and you're kind of observing it based off of location. The particle almost acts like a beaming location. It's kind of like, oh, you're looking at me right here on the spectrum. Okay, and this is where you are on the wave. So if you're on the wave and you're going up and down, you kind of figure out, okay, well, I'm right here. Do I want to be there? And that's up to you to figure out. And have a great day. Namaste.